Hi everybody, I'm Christy Forsyth with Clarity by Christy, and this is your monthly Tarotscope. I'm so excited to be offering this to you guys. This is a new thing that I'm adding into my videos. I've really been wanting to break things down a little bit more. I always talk about the energy and how it's impacting us, but I wanted to be able to offer this to people on a deeper level, to be able to dive in. And one of the best ways that I know how to do that is based on the astrological signs, because you guys are in kind of your own energetic pockets. And I'm certainly by no means an astrologer. I have a basic understanding of that. So really what we're going to be doing is tapping into that energy that is showing up for your astrological sign and connecting with the tarot cards, which absolutely is my area of understanding for things. So I hope that you enjoy my monthly videos. Make sure that you guys subscribe so that you get an alert every time that I share a new video, because not everything is going to be shared on Facebook, and I would love to have you jump on as a subscriber here on YouTube. Okay, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Rising, let's take a look at what the month of April has in store for you. So the very first card that we are going to pull for you is Connected with Self. And this is just overall self. What is it that you need to know for the month of April so that you can best navigate this month? What can we expect, and what do you need to know for the month of April? Oh, that card came out quickly. Okay, so the Two of Earth. So this card is talking about too much going on at once, the need to make a decision, consider a more playful approach, okay? So when I get a two, a lot of times it is for me about a choice or making sure that you're finding balance. So it's going to be really important overall for yourself this month that you are finding a balance in your life. But I also feel like this comes down to, this balance that you're going to find comes down to making some decisions in your life. What do you need to cut out? What do you need to let go of in order to make some room? Or maybe there are two things or two people in your life or two circumstances that you're trying to decide between, maybe two opportunities, and you're trying to make sense of what's going to be the best thing for you. You're really encouraged to make sure that you listen to your intuition on this, that you allow that intuition to guide the path. And sometimes this isn't the most logical decision, but what do you feel like with your soul you need to make? What feels like it's for your highest and best good, even if it's not the most logical of decisions, because it's going to be really important for you to make a decision during this month in order for you to move forward and in order for you to find this balance that your overall self is needing right now. So the next card that we're going to pull is going to take a look at work and life's work. So this isn't necessarily what you're getting paid for to do. This might be that. This might be connected with work, but it also might be connected with your life's work. So what are you here to do on this earth? How do you help people? How do you, what do you contribute here on this earth? Because sometimes people's life's work is not necessarily what they get paid for, but it really is great when we can have both at the same time. So let's take a look at this work and life's work for you, what to expect in the month of April. Okay, so the Five of Air cards. So air cards tend to be connected with thoughts and thinking, and specifically this card can be connected with making sure that you are aware of your thinking and how you're viewing the world and your perceptions. And this card says, an unwise choice. Learn what you can from this situation. Review everyone's motives, okay? So I think that this is maybe not going to be as intense as if this card was upright, but maybe a little bump in the road in regard to work or your life's work or circumstances around that. Maybe there's somebody who has shown up that you are wondering whether or not you can trust them or not. What I would say is, if your intuition is telling you that you cannot trust them, make sure that you listen to it, because I feel like this will save you some grief this month. I feel like maybe we're talking about making choices in that last card, and maybe your choice is about, do I go with this person or do I go with that person? Do I go with this opportunity? Do I go with that one? And maybe that's connected to work for you. So making sure that you're making the best choice, the intuitive choice that will honor what you're intuitively feeling like you're needing, and making sure that you're listening to those little feelings that you get that say, maybe this person can't be trusted, even if on the surface surface, they seem trustworthy, they seem very nice, they seem like they've got it all together. Sometimes that's all an illusion, and your intuition will usually show you the way. How many times have you looked back in the past and thought, wow, I kind of knew not to trust that person, but what we do is we talk ourselves out of it, and we say, well, they seem really nice, or maybe I'm just being paranoid, or maybe I'm just being, too hard on them or something, and everybody else seems to like them, and so we minimize that. So making sure that you're honoring that intuitive voice that is telling you that something is not quite right here. Let's take a look now at relationships, and these are relationships in our life that are our family relationships, our close inner circle relationships. So this isn't necessarily romantic relationships. We're going to do that card next. But what for our close relationships that we have in our lives, what can we expect, or what messages do we have for the month of April? Okay, we got 2 cards coming up. Okay. So we have the Queen of Fire reversed, right? So this is a little bit about being really careful that you're not underestimating yourself, okay? That you're not getting lost in the shuffle, that you are expressing yourself, that you are asking for what you need here, that you're connecting with your power. This feels a little bit like the energy of being a little bit of a wallflower and fading into the background. And that's not really a Scorpio quality, in my opinion. So making sure that you're connecting with your fire here, and that you're connecting with your confidence, and that you're saying and doing the things that you need to do, so that you are just connecting with that independent self and that confident self, and that really powerful part of you. That's going to be really, really important. And we also have here the King of Air card, right? So this is kind of like, we're not asking, the King of Air reverse, you're not asking for the help that you need, and making sure that you ask for the help that you need from those people that are in your inner circle that want to support you, and make sure that you surround yourself with the people who really support you. So you're not going to want to ask for help from that person that always brings negativity and that isn't a support to you, and you leave feeling worse about yourself than when you went. This is about having these conversations with the people who really support you, who raise you up, who bring positivity. And it even talks in this card about seeking professional advice, So if you're somebody who has been struggling quite a bit, there's been some rough energy lately, and you're wanting to get that support and that help from a professional, this is really that support to make sure that you do that, because certainly to speak with somebody who is outside of that close inner circle and can maybe offer some different perspectives on some things, that certainly can be helpful in these circumstances sometimes. So if that's something you've been thinking about doing, I would say don't hesitate and make sure that you go forward with that. So the next card that we're going to be pulling is in regards to those romantic relationships that we have. Let's see. Okay, so the 6 of Fire, reversed. Okay, so romantic relationships might be a little tough this month in terms of, like, I always say with this card, this is this guy who's coming back from battle, and he's being celebrated because he was victorious, okay? It's a soldier, and he's been through a lot, but he has a big old smile on his face, and everybody's celebrating him because he's victorious. Now, I feel like because it's reversed in this situation, it's kind of like, I feel like you're not going to feel in your romantic relationships, if you're in a relationship, as valued or as honored as you could be. And I think for those of you who are single, that you might not feel as seen as you would like to feel, and that you might feel a little bit emotional about that. You might not feel as celebrated as maybe other months, other times, but understand that it's really important for you to tap into that self-celebration, for you to really take a step back and look at, how have I made progress, and where do I still need to make progress? That's important too, right? You guys are great at setting goals for yourselves, specifically around like career and money and things like that. But any goals that you have, what goals you have, and working towards those, but how have you done in the past or in the recent past at working toward those goals, and what have you accomplished? So giving yourself that credit, celebrating yourself, because when you shift that energy, that helps to invite that in from other people, and so that's going to be really important. And this also, I'm just hearing in my mind now that might be a little more in your mind than it is the reality, so you might be a little bit more sensitive to that this month. So being mindful of that and really taking a step back and recognizing, oh, maybe they have been more supportive than I realized, because everybody shows their support in different ways. Or maybe I am more seen by those people that I'm interested in having a romantic relationship with, or the people that I am interacting with. So making sure that you also have that awareness and put yourself in check with that sensitivity around that. Now we're going to take a look at health overall. So this is mental, physical, overall mental well-being. Now we have again this King of Air card, and this is upright this time. So again, this is gonna be a month that you're maybe in your head a bit, that you are air cards tend to be connected with mental processes. Okay, so I think like the areas for health for you are really going to be in your mind. Focus on your mind and on your thinking and how you're viewing things. And this card itself says, speak your mind with confidence, seek out professional advice, balance mental and physical consideration, or mental and emotional consideration. So just be mindful, just making sure that you're finding balance, that you are, again, seeking professional help if that is needed. I almost wonder if you're being really strongly encouraged to do that this month, or at least talk to somebody that you trust, because this is a strong energy that now has come through out of all of these cards twice in this reading here today. So making sure that you do that. And again, we have the message here of making sure that you speak your mind with confidence, right? Connect with that confidence. I know that you have that in you, Scorpio. So connecting with that confidence and letting yourself speak your truth, speak your mind. I don't know what's going on with you that's causing you to hold back, but it's really important that you express that, because I think that that's really important for your mental well-being and your overall well-being. So let's take a look now at finances for you. All right, so this is the renewal card, right? And this says, review and evaluate a favorable assessment of the facts, time to move in a new direction. So this is about movement, this is about shifting, this is about changing, but when this card is reversed, it's a feeling of stuckness a little bit. So you might find that finances feel a little bit the same, they might feel a little bit stuck, they might not feel like they're moving a whole lot this month. I think overall, as I'm doing all of these readings, I'm noticing that there is overall a feeling of stuckness in the universal energy as well. So it's not just necessarily you, Scorpios, but this isn't going to be a month where maybe you're feeling like you have these huge influxes of money coming in or huge shifts with that. Certainly you can manifest anything that you want, so it doesn't mean that can't come in for you, but it doesn't feel bad. It just doesn't feel like it's growing a whole lot this month. So overall, that's where finances are. And finally, we're going to do just an overall final message for you. What else do you all need to know this month? Okay, let's take a look. And we have the 8 of Earth reversed. And this one says, skilled work is rewarded. Learning all there is to know about a topic, going back to school. Okay, so this is reversed. So this is kind of saying you need to be open to learning. You don't know it all. And, as much as maybe you've developed yourself in so many areas of your life, we are always working on growing. We are always working on learning if we are trying to level up in life and trying to always grow ourselves and build ourselves up. And so making sure that you're not being closed to opportunities for learning, or just saying, well, I know everything that there is to know about that, or I'm not interested in learning more, or learning about a new subject or something, because I do think that there is something there for you that will help you to grow and to learn and to expand. And so you want to make sure that you're allowing opportunities for expanding your learning and for expanding your mind this month. And those are your cards for this month, Scorpio. I'm Christy Forsyth with Clarity by Christy. If you want to learn more about me or about Clarity by Christy, you can check me out at discoveryourawakening.com. Make sure that you guys like this video. Make sure that you subscribe to my channel so that you can get my videos as soon as they're uploaded. Thank you guys, and I will see you guys soon with another video. Take care.